It's 5 degrees out, folks. Here comes the Acre Shaker, about to get some new parts. Why are you all bundled up and stuff?
Because it's cold, my eyes are watering.
I was perfectly warm on the way over.
You shut up, you're in your car.
Details.
All right, let's go find a stall that's open and get this thing in.
Heck yeah. All right, we got the Acre Shaker in the shop. We're not at Chad's place. We're actually at the Shoemaker Body Shop, Majestic Auto.
You can tell because there's a Chevelle sitting right in front of it.
Well,
Most of a Chevelle.
that is actually probably a relatively small part of a Chevelle. What year is this one? A 69, 70? I think it's a 69. It's kind of hard to tell without all the normal indicators, like taillights and that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, the taillight shape would put it as a 69. 70 would be round. Anywho, we don't care about muscle cars here. So we got our fancy studio lighting, and we're gonna put the gear grabber on today. So you got to do a little disassembly. Obviously, seats out is going to be one of the first things you do, which doesn't take a lot of time, but makes your whole life a lot easier.
So really what you need to do is take the seats out, top of the cap off the shifter. There's a screw in there to take this handle off so you can slide the rubber boot off. This console has to come up, which if you've owned a Razor and done anything, you have taken that out before. And that's really as far as disassembly, other than taking the stock shifter mechanism off. That's it. So it's not bad.
And if you're Chad, you already have a screw loose, so this should be much, much easier.
More than one.
Best part about coming over to the shop? Random food. It's probably Charles's. But I'm eating it anyways because I'm that kind of guy. Ooh. So, transferring the bits over.
So, let me take this off this nut and you can see it better. There are 3 holes, 3 positions here. You can put this in any of them, just depending on which one's the closest. We're gonna put the machine in park and then see which one lines up. Put the nut on wherever it goes. I'm just gonna set it in the middle one to begin with. And that'll be that.
Chad in his natural habitat. Watching videos.
Just checking something, making sure I got this side, the gated part with the different metal is on this side, the part that protrudes. Okay. So you drop this, this part and this part are together when it comes. You run the bolts out, drop this part down in there, and then you run the screws back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna maneuver around this way. Folks, this side of it. So it should look like that.
Correct.
In terms of orientation. So the different metal right here that sticks out
needs to be towards the passenger.
Towards the passenger.
And that part's in.
Handle going in. There is a small Allen screw.
It's a little set screw. It is right
there. You're going to need a 1/16 inch Allen key to get at that. So try and save you some shuffling around in terms of finding tools.
That's us putting it in park. You have to pull the little gate lever down to get it to go in. It is. I don't think it's all the way adjusted forward where I want.
No, it looks like, based on where that pin was, you need to go farther forward.
So I'll take this nut off and not lose it. And
this is where we showed you earlier the 3
yeah, this is
positions
the adjustment
there.
Down there. You can see I'm going to the one most forward to try and see how that fits. If I can get that. Maybe.
Need an extra hand?
No, it's just getting it lined up. There it goes.
Ta-da! You're fully forward in that gate now.
Yeah.
So if you can't see it, what we're looking at is that right there, where you can see the lock where the shift lever is. If you're in park, that should be all the way forward. Before it was hanging back just a little bit, and now it looks like it's seated up in the fully forward position, or at least close enough to it that it won't matter. That's some high quality filming right there. By gosh. So then you can cut your cotter key and
make sure you get your washer on there so it doesn't rub.
Or if you're from southern Indiana, your washer. There's an R in washer, just in case you were curious.
Okay, that's tight.
Now it's officially in a gear.
Not exactly right. We're gonna have to. Yeah, it pops out just too easy. But
adjustments.
You get a ridiculously long wrench. It's been welded to another wrench because you need that.
Because that's the one that fits. Good times. That's a relatively small bolt, so I think you're only going to need about a half a ugga-dugga on that.
Yep, doesn't need much. It's a lock bolt, or a lock nut also. So that extra, where it's not really sitting in gear well, that will adjust back at the transmission side. But that, I think, I can't see the gate very well, that should be about reverse.
Yep, you've got a little wiggle room there where you're...
That's neutral, and we're not quite hitting low, and to get to high, you... There. See, because that's actually low right there.
Yeah.
I can't see how far it is off.
You're about halfway, about half the pin, and when you're in reverse, you're not really seated all the way against the front, so...
Yeah, a little adjustment.
Time to play. So, the gating there... you can see is designed to let you go if you're in low, and let's say you get in trouble on a hill and you start going front end over the back, you can slam this thing from low into reverse and get your front end back down where it should be without having to pull the lever there or anything else. You don't have to think about it. You can just slam the thing from low up into reverse if you get yourself in a bad spot, and that's one of the nice things about this shifter.
So what it's also got is an adjustable bushing on this side, and you can see right now how the shifter has some play and you can hear it. Well, if you take which way does it turn? This way. Takes all that out, and now it's just flexing and that's what the set screw there sets.
And this thing feels so much nicer than the stock one.
True.
I mean, I know function is probably the primary concern, but this feels like a quality part. I mean, it really, really is. This is the kind of thing that your buddy doesn't have on his machine, and he jumps in yours and goes, man, that thing is nice. Yep, it's got a little adjustment we need to do on the back side there, on the transmission side. But every razor is a little bit different, and they give you plenty of adjustability on this thing, so you can definitely make it work with yours. But
okay, now onto the adjustment bit, because it's sitting in there.
Okay, so we're in the back side now. This is the adjustment for the transmission itself. You're going to need yourself a 19mm or a 3/4 inch if you are an SAE lover. Either one.
If you're a murderkin.
If you're a murderkin.
Okay.
Notice I didn't say English. It's not Whitworth.
No. Thank God. Okay.
So this is where you're going to make your final adjustment on the back part. And that might be a different size if you've got a different year. But on a 2018 It's a 19 millimeter, not year.
I think that's the way it goes. If not, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna move it the other way.
By guess and by gosh, we'll get it. Okay, after some final adjustment, we got the gates where we're happy with them. Got everything locked down. Now you are gonna have to cut the shift boot a little bit to get it to go over all this. We cut out enough that we just were able to flex it over. You could probably cut out less if you took off the handle and the gate handle and did some other poking around, but
I take mine apart enough, I don't want to fight it all the time.
exactly. If you want to be able to take it apart the easy way, if you just cut this, there's basically a little nub that sticks up, you know, about 3/4 of an inch. If you just cut that whole thing off, just cut it flush with this piece, you're good to go.
Yep. That's pretty much the end of that. Moving on to other stuff here in a minute. We just got to put the console back in. So
Yay.
we're gonna do that.
So for all of you complaining about the blue roof, it's not blue anymore. Now it's EP black and white with scratch marks and yellow.
She's got a wrap.
She's got a wrap. Chad was up till 1 in the morning last night. He was so excited.
Or because I knew it was gonna take me a while because I'm not a vinyl guy. Slide, or just pull it off. I don't care.
Okay. We don't need those foam bits. Yeah. So there's not only one on the top that we showed you, there's one on the inside.
It's not perfect on the inside.
Don't tell people it's not perfect.
It's perfect. You lied. I lied about lying.
Remember, you don't make mistakes.
Right.
So the light bar is still blue on the inside, but you'll never see that once it's on there.
Yeah.
These are the tail lights, I should say, chase lights. So we're gonna get all this stuff bolted on, and then we'll throw a few final pictures in, and you don't need to see us put the roof on, but Acre Shaker's coming together.